We can't prove a negative. I think that's why we're going around in circles.
If Michael wants to say that God and evil in the world are logically incompatible with each other, he needs to give us an argument to show that that's the case.
We can't prove a negative.
I can prove that I don't have 29 fingers. Oh, and I can prove that this is not a deadly grenade that is about to explode in 3 seconds. Now how about that? I'm still alive, which means I just proved another negative. Now since I'm still alive, I can keep recording this video and also prove some universal negatives and address some objections. And yes, this is a very popular atheist slogan that comes in many shapes and forms, but especially online by some atheists that wants to avoid the burden of proof at all costs, even if it means saying things like this. Oh, and I just have to throw this out there. Most apologists, by definition really, are okay with carrying their burden of proof, myself included. One of the reasons why I have at the time of recording this nearly 100 videos doing exactly that, since launching this channel last year. I have to stress this loud and clear. Virtually nobody with credentials in the field of logic will say that this slogan and statement is true. You will not find it in a logic textbook, anywhere. Now, let me first address what will probably answer over 95% of potential objections to this video in the comment section. First of all, the word prove with Cartesian certainty? No. If that's the definition, we can't really prove anything, can we? Positive or negative? We have to use common sense and presuppose first certain aspects of reality. Just like science, who, by the way, if we will go with that term now, proves negatives all the time. I am too presupposing that we don't actually live in a PlayStation world, like in a Matrix. And just like science, and everyone really who are not a cynical hyper-skeptic solipsist, I also presuppose, for example, logic and mathematical truths, as well as metaphysics, that they are all actually a part of our reality and existence. Science can, for example, prove those things. It presupposes their existence. So am I, and hopefully you too. You know, these are just some of quite a handful of things we all have to presuppose based on evidence from cause to effect, to even just do functional reasoning and interaction together as human beings. So when our skeptic friends, for example, bring up in their polemic against Christians, for example, an objection like, well, you can't prove that Santa Claus doesn't exist. Keep in mind what we just went over so far in this video. And then, let's look at the evidence for the traditional magic Santa Claus that most of you think of now. I will present now just one very quick and, well, common sense argument as evidence. First of all, there's a reason why we actively disbelieve in Santa Claus once we get older, right? But here's the thing. Millions and millions of adults, atheists included, repents and comes to believe in Jesus Christ every year. How many millions of adults comes to believe in Santa Claus every year? And how many of them are willing to sacrifice everything, including their life, for this faith? Alright, let's finish up with proving some universal negatives. So, well actually, you can't prove a negative is a negative. So if you could prove it true, it wouldn't be true. Okay, I will not do any more Christian word salad, but it's just that it's not actually Christian word salad, because I, by the way, took that directly from a journal published by the Cambridge University.
Don't do that face! Don't do that face! No! Smug face. Not the smug face.
We can prove universal negatives like that there are no living Tyrannosaurus Rex on the earth today, and, for example, that there are no squared circles or married bachelors. You get the point. By definition, something cannot be squared and circle at the same time, or married and not married at the same time. And now I'm gonna prove that you will not see or hear me for the rest of this video. Starting now.